I wasn't quite sure if this thing was still working or not. 5:29 in the evening, and it's still the February 14th, 2023 on a Tuesday. Happy Valentine's Day to one and all. This is the Diary of the Graver named John Weaver, which would be me from Roseman, California. But a standard log report, I think, which means the language will be probably obscene and foul. Okay, so enough with the pleasantries at this point over here. I did about an 8-minute video, and I'm sending that thing out to a particular YouTuber out there who seems to be playing hate games with his fans, or is he actually trying to. What is he trying to do? He's going to be doing a live shot. At this time period, it's going to be about 29 minutes and some odd seconds. So he'll get this late. He'll get this whenever he gets it. Actually, he'll get the assault on this one here, the verbal assault. Yeah, from one tuber to another YouTuber. What the hell are you doing, dude? My God, when I was looking at the damn thing that you posted earlier today, I'm like, you talk about a 20th anniversary that you're going to be having with the woman of your life. Fine. That should have been there right there, or talking about the cruise. But then you start talking about, well, I'm going to be getting a new room at this point over here because of domestic issues at this point, and I'm separating. And I also don't want my wife to do what she's doing because she's not on YouTube. And my God, I'm having a conniption fit over this damn thing. My question to myself, why? Why in God's name am I going through this in the first place? A lot of people are hooked up because of this gentleman who've enjoyed the videos, have met with the guy, met with his wife, and had no issues, and thought they were a lovely couple. And having marital issues is one thing. Unfortunately, when you're trying to force people to change someone's mind of what they should do because of your own will, I'm sorry, I got alarm bells going on my freaking head at this point over here, dude. I'm sorry, but my mother kind of raised me a little differently than probably would have raised you. Because I don't disrespect women. As much as I might hear differences in a lot of fields or even situations or areas or whatever, I will disagree politely. But honestly, do a gang up? Oh my God. It's like I want to go off on this guy on the chats on this one. And the only thing I was trying to ask him a little bit more, maybe less harshly, on his own Facebook chats. What the hell is this schmuck doing? Is he trying to go for a bump increase in his Facebook views of subscribers? I know a lot of them out there who are 110% full timers, apparently, who are just looking at their stuff and thinking, I gotta get more people on here. And I'm looking at mine, I'm like, I'm comfortable where I am. And if you look at my damn thing, you know I'm not pushing it on people left and right. I know there's other videos out there regarding my particular topic anyway, made by academians and maybe a few schlubs like me trying to talk about what they think of death is, but they're acting too academic. They ain't talking about it one-on-one like I am. And I'm not trying to educate the people. I'm trying to describe and observe what the hell I know about death, both sides of the coin here. I know what it's like to lose people, and I know what it's to lose myself. So that's why my tube. I'm not getting the greatest numbers. That's okay. Mine's for posterity. If I happen to die, if I happen to croak, if I'm going to be going on that damn final pathway that's going to be taking me to the upstairs again, finally, in finality, I know it's going to be scaring the living crap out of me at this point. And my message is down here, hopefully, will be lasting a short time, or maybe a little bit longer time, if it's permitted. So, in essence, I'll be having my viewpoints on record on how and why I got to the situation in the first place. How many times have I come across people online and also in person that they wished that they were dead, and then sometimes they would be. And I'd hear and I'd read the comments of people scratching their heads left and right saying, "Why didn't we see the damn signs? Why didn't he or she tell us about this?" When the signs were already there and we were too damn blind to see it. A few days ago, we lost a teenager, a 14-year-old girl that got her ass kicked on social media and probably physically, not by her folks, by peers, to the point where she took her life, and people are like, "Why did that happen?" The ones who did it already know. They're not going to talk about it unless they're going to be having their own conniption fits over the thing and guilt trips left and right over the damn shit. They weren't thinking. They were being mean. They didn't care about the consequences left and right. They saw a target over their own damn insecurity and they took it out on this poor girl. And unfortunately, she was really sensitive enough to all this stuff. And she had to make the choice herself. And people yell and scream, they don't know what's going on. I swear. For generations, our lives have been brought up under different ways that the older generations tried to raise up us to be. And when we go through changes each generation, each cycle, sometimes we keep losing the fact that sometimes the older people knew what the hell was going on, but we still are facing upcoming changes and threats and mutations and ideas and people coming after our ass. And there are going to be people who are sensitive about this, one way or another. And they can't deal with it. They can't deal with it because they don't want to deal with it. They don't have the spirit in them to fight back or get seriously pissed off enough to do something. And if they actually do, without control, without understanding, a lash out happens. A tragedy happens. And they keep wondering throughout the decades if us kids were still doing okay until we adults finally realized we weren't okay in the beginning. We had to grow up tough. We had to grow up this way. We had to grow up that way. We didn't understand anything. We didn't want to understand anything. We just had to grow up and survive. We had to please. And if we rebelled, we'd get our ass kicked. But each generation did that to the older generation. And the older generation did that to the younger generation. What communication? Because that's the problem when you have these generational gaps. Apparently, we've got it written in our genetics, or probably written in the fates at this point over here, that no matter how many times the older generation tries to give out their word of advice, we're not seeing it in whatever they're seeing it. Because we don't have the perspective, we don't have the time, the maturity, basically. We sure as hell don't have the context. I said this in my other videos, in my older videos regarding this damn thing. Without conception, without perception, without context, without perspective, without maturity, there's no way we're going to be understanding this damn shit. And that's the curse. That's a curse we can never get rid of. That we can never bypass, and we can try doing all the damn bridges we can. Unless we got open-minded youth and open-minded adults, we're still going to have this communication snafu left and right. And we're still going to be losing people left and right under the final option. It's the hardest damn thing I had to keep hearing about and talking about to people left and right. Yeah, I almost came close. I almost came close. It still scares the hell out of me being that way. I didn't realize what was happening to me until I had to stay away from the damn drug. A beta narcotic created by a pharmaceutical was supposed to be taking away cancer, but also found out it takes away acne. Without doing proper study, this particular company threw it out there for doctors to use. I wonder how many people had died from this damn thing until they actually did studies and realized the damn shit. Decades too late. Modified it now, it's still out there for whatever usage it's got right now. But at least they were warned. Rather too late. And I almost became one of those damn statistics. And it's not that easy or fun to talk about either. One of the things I do talk about on this page, my own damn mental health growing up the way I was. And that's what my page is about. My own version of mental health hell. On how I'm dealing with the loss of people left and right. And how it tears me apart left and right. Now, how does this deal with cruising and all that? One of the experiences I had back in 2003, my big brother and I did our one and only cruise in our lifetime. The ship's now been turned into razor blades a long time ago, actually. But we enjoyed it for 3 days. And I had the taste of cruising in my mouth ever since. And because of the COVID situation we had, made me in-house, so to speak, and checking up on YouTube's left and right. And I came across the cruising. And I came across how big and large this damn thing was. My God, it's larger than a damn cult. It's a large community out there. And for some of those who are actually having the personality to, wield their magic over people. Yeah, I started to care about a few of these people. Understanding where they're coming from. Now, I'm not quite so sure. They're just regular people, changing everyday jobs to something they love to do. And me getting involved in a family like this? I must be out of my damn mind. Or I must be desperate enough for some kind of family support. Strangers I don't even know online. And yet I would go on Facebook to the grieving pages and try to get some help regarding my own damn issues. And I talk about that a lot on my pages. I'm not here to gather followers. I'm not here to gather support or likes. Even though the algorithms of Google and YouTube would want that. I'm just doing my records out there on file. So any event that I happen to do that final pathway. Either by choice or by not by choice. At least they have breadcrumbs to follow. I just wish some of the content I keep seeing out there would be more legitimate. And more up to speed. The only way I'm going to be able to talk to these people is actually do a video and throw the link out there in one of the chat groups and hope to God that they click on the damn thing to understand where the hell I'm coming from. Because if not, well, then it's useless. I'll have to send emails over to them. Or put it on Facebook posts and let them click on the damn thing. Either way, I'm getting a message across to them. Look, I want to be part of that community. I'd love to have the money and the freedom to do that kind of stuff that they're doing. See the world. Shit, I'd like to see Alaska. Hawaii, maybe. I mean, I used to want to think about visiting Hawaii and Alaska, but I think Alaska more. My body and joints are not going to be liking the damn thing, but I'd rather see it. I'm not hot on the Caribbean, that's for sure. No, I'm States. I'd take a river tour if I could. Rivers are drying up because of the damn drought. And the cruise companies are getting greedier, are becoming more and more greedier bastards as they're trying to recoup the losses they had over the past couple of years. And not to mention, every time they keep coming up with a make a ship, there goes their damn bills. There goes their damn debt ceiling. This our country already has bad enough problems as it is. Now we got to deal with this shit going on. But I'm supposed to have the money to keep owning on cruise ships and go out there and have fun? Shit. Not these days. You kidding me? A disability brat like me? Fuck it. Ain't happening. So I deal with the reality that I got right now as it is. As I said before on my other YouTube channels, or actually on my YouTube shows, I'm dealing with a bug war. I'm waiting for the little bastards to come out here that I've been fighting over 3.5, nearly 4 months, dealing with management and Orkin, trying to get rid of these sons of bitches. How's that for a reality check? That's the thing I have to worry more about concerning, instead of someone else having a marriage issue by being moved out of the house one way or another. Now, if he was going out there for getting his individual office, where the hell is he getting? Well, never mind. That's his problem. And when he was making illusions that he was getting out of the house, I'm thinking, oh, great, he's separating. He's going to be celebrating an anniversary coming up, but he's going to be separated out of a house? And he's forcing a woman out of a profession because he wants her on the camera? I've got to step back on this crap. It's one thing I have friends around in my own vicinity that'll need my help with one thing or another. The immediate causes I can deal with, I can handle. But an online situation like this, I have to keep asking myself, what the hell am I doing? Why am I even involved in this damn crap in the first place? Because during COVID, I wanted to be something part of it. Now, since it's no longer the COVID nightmare, I'm really not quite sure if I really want to do this damn shit or not. So, he'll do it, he'll schedule it, and I'll just send out a damn reply over the thing. Because I really, really am not comfortable with this. I'm feeling sick to my stomach on this. I am. I'm tearing myself apart over something that should not have been. And I don't need to keep doing this damn crap. The only crap I need to keep doing is following what I'm doing at this point. I'm talking about my own life, my own observations, and what's affecting me at this point over here. And seeing this crap going on is another thing. Now, in the earlier videos that I did concerning about a school shooting, that was one thing I was talking about to my therapist about this one here. Because that affects me more than the cruising crap. A school shooting scares me more and gets me more focused, more polarized, and more sick to my stomach than a cruise situation or marital relations issues that this guy's having or office situations. That'd drive me frickin' crazy at this point, I swear. But this is driving me nuts. And I don't know how to deal with this shit. Honest to God, I don't know. Because if there was a way to deal with it, I'd deal with it. Sounds like my mother's going to be needing to go out again. So we're going to do this complaining a little bit later. I'll just throw on another log and just throw the whole batch back on there again and just do the WIN files on it. And yes, the WIN files are legitimate names for it. Because I'm not trying to get fancy. I'm just trying to get records out there. So you don't mind, I got a dog to take out.